Hi, I'm Zink Dee, and I hope that everything's going well for you so far on your guitar journey. Thanks for stopping in today. I wanted to share with you an exercise that I use for notes on the neck, for chord naming, for shapes, just for comfort up and down the neck. And I think that once you see how easy this is, you'll really dig it, and it'll make things a lot more compact and understandable, easy to relate on the guitar neck. So what I'm doing is using the notes of a triad, and in this case for today I'm going to use a G major triad, G, B, D, and I'm working them together in pairs all over the neck. And there's only 3 different pairs. There's only 3 different shapes that you use in this exercise. So you see these same shapes all over the neck. It's pretty cool. So here's what I do. I'll take a G, B, D. There's a G, there's a B, and that's where I'll start. My lowest note, the lowest chord tones that are on those strings. So for the 6th string, the 5th string, G, B. And then this shape I call the diagonal, just because that's what it is. It's 3rd fret on the 6th and 2nd fret on the 5th strings. G, B. So then I take these 2 notes and I move them up the neck ascending to the next available chord tones. So my G, the next available chord tone is a B on the 7th fret. The B on the 5th string moves up to a D on the 5th fret. And so now my shape is this. I have a B and a D, the 3rd and the 5th. And this shape is a different shape. I call it the 1 fret, just because there's a fret in between. So there's the diagonal shape on GB, there's the 1 fret on BD, and then the next available note on each string, B goes to D, the 5th of the chord, on the 10th fret, and D goes to G, the root again, on the 10th fret. So those 2 notes are played both on the 10th fret of the 6th string, the 5th string, and I call this shape together because they're both on the same fret. And that's every shape for the major scale, or the major triad, all over the neck. It's pretty cool. So you've got diagonal, 1 fret, together, and then when I move ascending to the next available chord tone, D goes to G on the 15th fret, and G goes to B on the 14th fret. I'm back to the diagonal shape that I started with on the 3rd and 2nd fret, just an octave higher. So I'm back to diagonal, then I go to the B and the D with the 1 fret, and then I've got enough frets on this awesome DGW guitar that I can do, on the 22nd fret, I can do together the D and the G. So those are the 6th string, 5th string. Now when I just take it to the next set of strings, the 5th string, the 4th string, I start out with my B, the lowest available chord tone on that string is the B, 2nd fret, and the D string, the D open is a chord tone. So now I'm playing 2nd fret, 5th string, open 4th string. That's my 1 fret. That sound and that shape are the same as my 1 fret on the previous set of strings. And it's pretty cool because the shapes also follow the previous set of strings. On the 5th and 6th string, I went the 1 fret to the together. Well, check this out. I'm on the 1 fret on the 5th and 4th strings. The next shape, B goes to D and D goes to G, I'm on together. So 1 fret, together. There's only 1 shape I have left. I know that's going to be the diagonal. Now I just have to find it. D goes to G, and G goes to B on the 5th string, 10th fret, 4th string, 9th fret. There's my diagonal. So this string starts with a different shape. This string combination starts with a different shape, but once you set in order, they always go the same way. So it's the 1 fret, together, the diagonal, then I'm back to the 1 fret again, then the together on the 17th fret, and then, do I have enough strings for this one? Where am I? D, so I need a G and a B. Yes, I do. So the very last string, last fret that I've got, 22nd fret on the 5th string is my G, and then the B is the 21st fret on the D string. There we go. So I've got my 1 fret together, diagonal, 1 fret together, and diagonal. Now I go to the 3rd and 4th strings, and I'm going to have the same thing. D and G, well, hey, look at that. They're both in the chord, and they're open. Guess what shape that is? That's my together shape. So, together, D goes to G, G goes to B, and I've got my diagonal. So my diagonal shape is the 4th fret on the 3rd string, 5th fret on the 4th string, and then I'm looking for the 1 off. So my G goes to B, my B goes to D, there's the 1 off. I'm on the 4th string, 9th fret, 3rd string, 7th fret. There's my 1 fret. And the next shape is the together. And look at that, I'm back to the octave. 12th fret, double dots, same thing I started out with. So I've got together, 1 fret, diagonal, then 1 fret, together, diagonal, 1 fret. Then I go to the 2nd and the 3rd and the 2nd string. Here's where it gets a little bit weird because, as you know by now, the 2nd string interval is different. So any shape that you would normally want to bring over to include the 2nd string, you have to add a fret to it because you're tuning all these strings to 5 and the 2nd string gets tuned to 4. So now you have to adjust it. So I start out with my G open and my B. This should be the diagonal. G, B, this is what we've been playing. Every place we had G and B, we did the diagonal shape. Well, that's what shape we expect now. G is open. The B is now you have to add a fret to it, so that's also open. So the GB, this is actually the diagonal shape. It doesn't look like it, but it is. So open G, open B, my diagonal shape. The diagonal shape goes to the 1 fret, which now it's not going to look like a 1 fret, it's going to look like right in a row. So I go G, B, G goes to B, B goes to D. This shape looks like my diagonal, but it's not. It's my 1 fret. It should be this, but because of the tuning, it's this. So my D, B and D. Then I'm going to go B goes to D, D goes to G. This should be the together, but because I have to add a fret on the 2nd string, it's going to look like that. 7th fret on the 3rd string, 8th fret on the 2nd string. That's my together. So then I go back up to the diagonal on the 12th fret, then the 1 fret on 16th fret on the 3rd string, 15th fret on the 2nd string, B, D. Then I go to DB, DG. So this is together on the, 19th fret on the 3rd string, 20th fret on the 2nd string. That should be my together, but the shape is a little bit weird. All right, then we get back into familiar territory. The 1st and 2nd string, I've got a D on the 3rd fret. I have a B on the open, but I don't have anything. I can't go to the D on the 1st string, so that's out. So now I have to start the 2nd string with a D, and the 1st string has a G. There's my together shape. 3rd fret, 3rd fret. And just like before, the together shape goes to the diagonal. B goes to G, G goes to B. Did I say that right? D goes to G, G goes to B. There's my diagonal on the 8th fret, 2nd string, 7th fret, 1st string. Then I go to the together. Now I started with together. It's easier to do it than it is to talk about. So I started together. I do the diagonal. Then I get to the 1 fret. This is going to be here. B on the 12th fret. D on the 10th fret. Now this is where I was talking about back open B. I can't use that because the note that goes with that is the D. That's 2 frets lower than the open string. I just can't do that. But now I can. So I've got together, diagonal, 1 fret, and then I get back to the D and G. B goes to D, D goes to G, there's my together. D goes to G, G goes to B, there's my diagonal again. And then I can't do the 1 fret, that would be this, and I would need 24 frets. Yes, I'd need 24 frets, and I don't have it on this guitar. It'll be somewhere there, right there. Anyway, so now we've played a G major chord all over the neck using just 3 shapes, and they're everywhere. So what hopefully that's going to do for you is give you something really cool to sit down and just get your brain involved, but the confidence of knowing there's only 3 shapes. If you get lost, just go back a step and you should be able to figure out how you got there or where you were. And then the other thing to really keep in mind is if you name the notes as you play and say it out loud like I did, G goes to B, B goes to D, that'll also help you to just keep the names of the notes fresh. You can look back down at it with a different mindset and go, oh yeah, that's a D because I know that that's a D. That's the same as the open D or you know, whatever connection works for you. But the whole key is make different connections. Make them as fast as you can. Okay? So I hope that you understood this. I hope it's going to help you. I think it will if you do it. I just hope my explanation was enough for you to follow it and do it on your own. If you have any questions, you can send a comment to me on this page. But otherwise, check out my page on Facebook. It's Facebook.com/Zink Dee, one word. I put music up on SoundCloud. I'm trying to do YouTube videos regularly. And, I'm always willing to help you. So if you have any questions, I can always do Skype lessons or anything like that. Okay? So thanks so much for tuning in. And, sign up, and I'll look forward to talking to you soon. Take care.